Welcome everyone to Nikki Loves Books. Nikki here today, and today we do have a bookish box to unbox, but I'm not quite sure if it's the young adult or the adult boxes because we're still on 2023 boxes, so it's not bookish box and darkly box. It is still the young adult and adult bookish boxes. So yes, I'm not quite sure which one this box is supposed to be because the original email said the bookish box is on the way. And then once it got delivered, it was like the Darkly box got delivered, which the Darkly box is supposed to be what the adult box used to be. So I'm like, is this the young adult? Is this the adult? I have no freaking idea. So we'll find out once I open the box. So if you've been hanging out with me on my channel, it has been a minute since I've released a video. Just as an update, I did have to unplug for a little bit. I am having some more medical issues. I do have a chronic disease and there's new symptoms now, and of course it's never a good thing. So medical issues popped up. Also with my promotion at my job, I'm also taking on a lot more, and I have a huge project at work that I'm working on currently. And for those of you who follow my channel, you know I've been working on getting a recap out for Crescent City Book 2, and unfortunately it is confirmed that the files got corrupted. So one of the last edits I was doing, it was a storm here in California and lost power while it was saving, and the whole file got corrupted. I've been working with the company that I edit my videos on, trying to recover it, and it's finally been confirmed as of like 2 weeks ago. The file's done, so I am most likely going to have to even refilm, not just re-edit these videos, but I might have to refilm them. So I got a little discouraged by that because the recaps take me a really long time to do. Regardless, I'm back. I will start working on that project again, and then we're going to be doing unboxings in the meantime. And if you guys were wondering where my unboxing was for the Owl Crate Adult February book, it hasn't arrived. So the first time in a long time, Owl Crate actually had an issue with their supplier. So something happened with like their printer, I think, and the printer broke down. They got the printer fixed, and so the books were supposed to be shipped out this week. And then they just announced that they didn't get enough copies. So they did do their due diligence to make up for this, you know, so you can either choose to get a copy now, or if you're cool with waiting and getting an altered copy, so the second copy wouldn't be signed by the author. It was like a book plate. Regardless, like you could wait, and if you chose to wait, you get a gift card on Owl Crate, and then obviously you still get the book. It's going to be late. So I went ahead and chose that and said like I'm cool with waiting. So I don't know really quite the timeline. I think they said 8 to 10 weeks turnaround. So that is the one I signed up for. So I will be getting my Owl Crate February book at some point, but it's obviously late. So that is it for updates. Let's go ahead and get to our bookish box unboxing. With this box being as big as it is, if it's not 2 boxes in one, I am hoping that in here is like a crown, because I would love that. I love the crowns from Bookish Box. Okay, so right now I'm already going to tell you there is no crown to be seen in this fucking box, but there is an item that I'm super excited about to open with you and reveal, because it's not a crown, but it's pretty cool still. The first order of business is the newsletter. So this is the adult bookish box for November 2023. So our usual BS, welcome to Bookish Box. You have choices and options. So yes, if you guys did not know, you do not have to get the book and cookie. Googies? You don't know what cookies are? Okay, you do not have to get the book and goodies like I do. You can simply just get the book, which I think is a glorious option because some of the items are not stellar. But some of them, of course, are, which is why I get the boxes, because I'm like, I don't want to miss out. So yes, if it's a thing for you, you can just get the books. You can also do book, goodies, and t-shirt, which I do not do, but definitely an option. It is one newsletter for both the young adult and adult boxes, and so it gives you all the information about the items in the young adult box, and we're going to skip over that because we're not unboxing that today. Then we get to the fabulous items in this box, which we're not going to go over until I reveal each item. Why? Because it's more fun that way. Something that they do include now is book recommendations if you end up liking the book from each box. So if you like the books, you can check out the newsletter to find out 2 other book recommendations, which is always a nice little piece. Next up, they have highlighted some of the items in the Bookish Box shop. We have a monthly Spotify playlist that is inspired by the themes and or books of the boxes. They also have some information about how to be a Bookish Box ambassador. They have a word search puzzle, which can be a lot of fun. And these include hints for the next box. So not March, December, because this is the November box. So it includes hints for the December boxes. And last but not least, they include information about their social media. And that's practically it for the newsletter. So let's get to the items. And before we get to our items in this box, we do need a reminder of the theme, and it's villain era. Very excited for the theme because I will be the first one to admit that more often than not now, I'll be reading a book, and when there's a villain, I'm very interested in the villain and how hot he is, and are our protagonist and our villain gonna get together, because I ship them pretty often, not gonna lie. But I digress. So getting into our villain era unboxing, the first item we have, and this was the item I was really excited to open with y'all. It is a blanket. So not a crown, obviously, but blankets are great. And I swear to God, you cannot have enough blankets. So it says Crescent City inspired blanket. Here is our blanket. So that is one problem with being short, is that it doesn't work out when I'm trying to show a blanket to y'all, is like I'm super short, so you're never going to see the whole thing. But if you guys couldn't figure it out, it is a whole map of Lutathion. Not even 5'4". I claim I am, but I'm not even 5'4". So every stitch tells a story, and the city of Lutathion is full of them. Cuddle up with your favorite fiction bae using this blanket, inspired by @Sarah J. Maas's Crescent City series, designed by @Hey Atlas Creative and @The Bookish Box. So my thoughts on this blanket. First off, it's nice and soft. I do like the material. I do like the fact that it's not too thick, because my medical condition does make me have like really bad flare-ups that cause my skin to actually heat up. So not crazy about really heavy, thick blankets. It feels very similar to like plush, which those are my favorite types of blankets, like that plush feeling. Because I'm a Sarah J. Maas fan, I do like the fact that it is inspired by one of her works, and specifically Crescent City. However, I didn't want a blanket of the map. I don't like maps. Like, maybe I have something against maps, because I was really not happy with one of their other items from a different box where it was a mouse pad, but it was a map. And I was like, I don't care about maps. I don't want them. So yeah, so that's my issue, is I don't like the fact that it's the map. They could have done so many things with this blanket, and they just did the map, which not thrilled about. So that is my issue. Everything else about the blanket I love. So me not liking the fact that it's a map is really not the end of the world. And I will straight up say, I'm still going to use this blanket. So I'm like, even though I'm not crazy about the design, I'm not saying I necessarily hate it. I don't think it's this awful blanket that I'm like, I can't use it because it's so ugly. Like, not saying that at all. I'm just saying that they could have done something better than just the map. But I'm just like, I'm still going to be using this. Of course, being a Sarah J. Maas fan, I have read Crescent City, but I have not read the latest book. And it's because I promised you guys I'd have the recap of book 2 before I even started book 3. So I have not started book 3, and it's because I owe you guys the recap for book 2. So that is coming, because I want to read book 3 so badly. So next item I'm really excited about, because I broke my last one that was also Bookish inspired, and I was like, I need a new one. So we have a hair clip. So it is the Plated Prisoner series inspired hair clip. So this hair clip is almost identical to the other hair clip that I was literally just talking about, except it was red and had dragons on it. That one was inspired by Fourth Wing, and that was a clip that I used for a few months until it finally broke, and I was very, very sad about it. So I'm very, very happy to have this one. Hair clip. Cage your hair with this beautiful hair clip inspired by the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy, designed by @The Bookish Box. So it does have a bird cage on one side that has a bird in it, and then the cage is open on the other side and the bird is gone. I like the hair clip because I need one, and I really like the previous one that I had before it broke. My issue, and I had the same issue with the last one, is that they don't do enough. So I wish that there was more designs, like even just going down here on the edge. Like, if you don't want to do anything here, that's fine, but just make it a little bit more special than just a design on the handle part. Like, I just wish that there was just a little bit more to this. But overall, I think it's a good hair clip. And if you're wondering why I would say it's a good hair clip after the last one I had broke, and that's because all my hair clips break eventually. I wear my hair in clips quite often, but my last hair clip was good for how long it lasted, so I'm hoping this one will be just as good, and maybe I won't play with it so much. I've heard fantastic things about The Played Prisoner. I have not read it yet, and I don't even think I own the first book. Have to double check my library, but pretty sure I don't own the book, but I really want to read that series. And unfortunately, I missed out on getting the special edition from Bookish Box, and so I'm like looking out in the universe of like, is someone else doing special editions for this book? I think Amazon might be. So I might have to check that out and get myself a copy because I would really like to read that series at some point. Okay, so next item we have, I'm not excited for. Like, legit, I downvote this item. I'm so sick of these. Oh my gosh, guys, it's an enamel pin. Okay, while I do not like pins, I'm so over these. I will say I like the quote on this one. I don't really like the design, but it says fire-wielding death bitch. It's a good quote. I'll take it. Can you handle the heat? I definitely can't. For the fierce, fearless, and the bold, wear this pin like a badge of honor. Inspired by the Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole, designed by Azura Arts. I'm not crazy about the design, but like I said, that quote's pretty awesome. I have not read the Book of Azrael, which is also a crime. All these good books I haven't read yet. It's terrible. But I really, really want to. So hopefully I'll get a chance to. And our last item before our book is, of course, our pocketbook bag. It says Commander Rip. I don't know who Commander Rip is, but all right. Kind of want to get to know him. It has a cool name. As always, don't forget to peel off your film from the thingy. Okay, so we have Commander Rip, and I'm glad I said his name was hot because he looks gorgeous also. So here is Commander Rip. There we go. So there's our good-looking man. And of course, it is fine to talk about our fictional men this way, but try not to objectify real men. So Pocket Book Bay, introducing the 11th book bay in our 2023 Pocket Book Bay collection. Commander Rip from the Plated Prisoner series by Raven Kennedy. Hence why I did not recognize him, because I have not read. These collectible pocket book bays are perfect for display or to be used as bookmarks, designed by the talented at Fern and Amaya. So as always, for those of you guys who watch me, I do use these as bookmarks. They're fantastic bookmarks. I do not have the space to display them. And quite honestly, I kind of feel like it'd be hard to display them because unless you have something on the backing, like, you can't really see it good enough. So that's just my take. I prefer them as bookmarks, but you do you. Okie dokie. So those were all our items. There wasn't a lot. It's just 4 this time. Probably because the blanket counts kind of maybe as 2 items. I don't even know. Anyway, my favorite items in this box will definitely have to be the blanket and the hair clip. As always, I would love to hear you guys' thoughts. Let me know if you agree with me or disagree with me. Totally okay to disagree with me. If you're like, Nikki, please, this blanket is absolutely everything, let me know that. I love hearing your guys' thoughts, so always feel free to comment. And on to our main event. So as always, the book is what I get most excited for and why I get these boxes. Yes, the goodies are a nice little perk, but it always comes down to the book for me. So let's go ahead and reveal this bad baby. And this book is gorgeous. I'm so excited for this. So this is the Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. I have been wanting to read this forever. So our featured title is The Book of Azrael by Amber V. Nicole. World Ender meets Ender of Worlds. 1,000 years ago, Diana gave up her life in the desert of Arioa to save her dying sister. She called upon anyone who would listen, not expecting a monster far worse than any nightmare to answer. Now she does what Caden asks, even if that means securing an ancient relic from the very creatures that hunt her. A king thought long dead and long forgotten. In the old world, his name was Simkil. In the new world is Liam, but one title remains true throughout time. He is the world ender, a myth to his enemies, a savior, and a king to those loyal to him. After the gods' war, he locked himself away, hiding from the world. He denied his crown and responsibilities, leaving the very ones who needed him most to deal with the fallout of the death of their home world. Now an attack on those he holds dear sends him back to the one realm he never wished to visit again, and into the sight of an enemy he thought imprisoned eons ago. Now enemies older than time must put aside their differences and work together in hopes of saving both their world and every realm in between. Seriously, I'm so excited for this, and let's go ahead and take a look at all the details of our amazing, beautiful, exclusive Luxe edition. So it is, of course, signed by the author. We have a beautiful cover, stenciled edges, reversible dust jacket, foiled hardcover case. So pretty. And last but not least, beautifully illustrated end papers. Love all of this. Seriously, like fuck everything else in this box. This totally made it worth it. So excited to have this beautiful special edition. Can't wait to finally read this book, the Book of Azrael. So when can I read it? Currently, I am reading, what am I reading? Holy smokes, guys. So what am I reading? It's Romeo and Juliet retelling. It's by Chloe Gong. These Violent Delights. These Violent Delights is what I'm currently reading. It was an Owl Crate book from December 2020. So if you guys remember, for those who follow my channel, I'm currently catching up on my Owl Crate books. So I was caught up with the exception of books from like 2020 into mid 2021 because the world was falling apart. But yes, so I'm making headway with that. I'm on These Violent Delights, which was the December Owl Crate book from 2020. And then I'll just have like 5 or 6 books in 2021 of Owl Crate to catch up on. But yes, after I finish These Violent Delights, and I literally just started it yesterday, after These Violent Delights, I will be getting to this bad boy. I'm so excited. So very excited. So that is it. Let me know your thoughts on the box. And thank you all so much for joining me. Be prepared for more videos to come out. I am sorry about the break, but sometimes they're needed and I need to take care of myself and of course my day job that actually pays my bills and my books. I think I went a little overboard this month with buying books, but it's okay. Thank you all for being here, and be prepared that I will be coming out with videos more on a regular basis again, hopefully. I have doctor's appointments all lined up, so we'll see how things go. If you want to see me do more unboxings, be sure to give this video a like, and make sure you're subscribed to join me for more bookish fun. Thanks so much, everyone.